Hello, and welcome to Season 2 of Sunset Talks, a podcast by Sunset Hospitality Group. Today, we're at the private villa of Drift Dubai, and we're joined by Carmen, a driving force behind Sunset Hospitality Group's global expansion. We'll explore how she identifies and secures new business opportunities, the strategy behind SHG's rapid growth, and what it takes to manage projects across 25 plus countries. Welcome, Carmen.
Thank you. Thank
How
you
are
very
you?
much. Very well. Thank
Good?
you.
Are you
Yes.
excited for this episode?
Yes, of course. Let's go for it.
First of all, Carmen, I want you to answer one question.
Okay.
What does We Bring People Together, the motto of Sunset Hospitality Group, mean to you? And how is it related to your job, to your work?
Well, so for me, bringing people together is not per se like bringing people into a room, right? So I think what we are trying to do is to connecting cultures, traditions, languages, and it's all about sharing experiences. So what we try to do is to bring experiences so people can enjoy, meet, and celebrate their special occasions. When it comes to my specific role in Sunset as business development, so it's all about connecting people. It's all about making new relationships. So I'm in charge of all the process from the first date, so the first introduction that we have with a new opportunity to the opening of the venue, right? So
Okay.
it's all about putting the right departments together as well in order to the project to become live.
And how did you start your career? You started immediately with hospitality. You chose hospitality as your passion?
Not really.
Really?
No, it was not like that. So I was not sure what I wanted to do when I was young. So what I did, I studied economic and business administration, which is a quite generic degree, because I didn't know what to do. So when I finished my degree, I was at the same situation. So I started in a totally different industry. I was doing
What industry?
it's energy and construction industry.
Wow, that's completely far from hospitality.
It's too far, yeah, it's far. So it was there when I realized I was not happy in doing what I was doing. So there was a time when I had time to stop and think, what do I really want to do? So I spoke with several leaders in the hospitality industry in Spain.
Okay.
I had the opportunity to speak with them to understand better the business. It was something that always was on the top of my mind, hospitality. I mean, we are all consumers of hotels, restaurants, and it was one of my passions, but I didn't know you could work on it.
Yes.
Without studying purely hospitality. So I had the opportunity to move to Mallorca to work to one of the largest Spanish groups in the business development department. And then while I was in this in my former company, I met Antonio and the team, and it was an immediate connection.
Okay.
So they offered me a couple of months later a great project, which was joining the team, joining Sunset to oversee and to create from scratch the business development department. So for me, it was a fantastic project, beautiful, in a very dynamic environment. So it's something I couldn't reject, and I'm very happy for it. So if I'm not wrong, when I joined Sunset 3 years ago, we had 25 venues in around 9 countries, and right now we are close to the 85 plus
85
venues
plus, exactly.
In more than 25 countries. So it's quite remarkable what we have done in the last years.
It's remarkable how it started in 2011 and where we are today in 2025. It's remarkable growth, and that's part of your role as well. But Carmen, can you tell me a little bit more of one of the crucial moments that shaped your career in hospitality?
Well, I think there are 2 key moments in my life that definitely made the professional I'm now. The first one is when I stopped what I was doing, and I thought about what do I want to do, and I was brave enough to say, okay, this is not the right
I need to
direction.
change.
I need a change. So it was not easy because I was already 3 to 4 years of experience in my previous industry. So that was an important moment in my career because I joined the hospitality industry. And the second one, without a doubt, it was accepting the position of joining Dubai. I mean, of coming to Dubai. With my former company, it was a challenge, obviously, at the beginning, but being in Dubai, in such a dynamic city, working in the hospitality industry, it's a great school. So
This brings me to a question. You left a large group in Europe to join Sunset. 3 years ago, it was not as big as today. This is a bold move. But what made you convinced to leave this huge group and join Sunset, which is a smaller scale company?
It was, yeah. And still, obviously, it's comparing with my former company. But look, sometimes it's about feelings. It's not only about numbers. And the project was exciting. The connection with Antonio was there, and Antonio has, and us, they have...
We're talking about the co-founders of Sunset
yeah,
Hospitality
sorry,
Group.
they have a lot of energy, no, when they explain their project. So they convinced me. But anyway... Sunset was very strong in Dubai, and I was at that time. I'm living in Dubai, so I moved to a stronger group, at least in this region.
Dubai,
it's
in
true
the
that
GCC.
obviously in Europe, for example, it was not that like that. But here it was good to be in the head office of a company again, not in a regional office as I was. And then what I really like about Sunset is the cultural, the culture, the vision, the mission of the company, the plan that they have for the future, and the path, the career path for their employees.
We hear it a lot that there's a lot of people who speak about the culture and people joining. I mean, I was one of them, and I mentioned that before. I joined the company because of the culture that I heard about this. So now I understand why you joined. But Carmen, for you in your role as business development, there's a lot of things to do. Finding the right location, finding the right opportunity, and I know it's not easy. How do you do that?
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. Obviously, that's the most difficult part of my business. So it's very different depending on the region. So it's impossible to simplify everything, but because it's true that every region we are looking at is different. But I think there is a common factor. The first one is that we are very picky with our locations. So for us, being in prime location is very, very important, both for the F&B but also for hotels. So when we analyze a new destination, we know where we want to be, and normally sometimes there is a lack of supply or new opportunities in that location. So we wait. So we have to be patient in that sense. The second aspect that is also difficult or is challenging for us is to find the right partner. So in the end, we need a partner that understands Sunset style, that we do things different, and that it's also a question of trust, right? The good thing is that we understand investors. Because we are as well investors. So we are investors and we are operators. So in some of our venues and our hotels, we have invested. So we really understand their appetite and their concerns. We know, yeah, because we are there, no, in some of the destinations. But yeah, I would say these are two challenges. But just to give you an example, here in Dubai, I don't want to sound arrogant, but for us, it's not difficult to find new F&B projects because we have here more than 25, 26, exactly. So they know us. They really know us as F&B operators. On the other hand, we are struggling a bit finding the right location for the hotel because we know that we want to be on the beach, and it's not easy because there is
Yeah.
a lack of opportunities. So that's an example. On the other hand, another destination would be Spain. In Spain, we have 5 projects between sign and pipeline. So the hotels, it was not that difficult to find hotel opportunities. So it really depends on the different regions.
So the most important thing is the prime locations and the good relations with investors, and
that's the more
finding
is the
one.
most challenging part, I would say, to find the right opportunities.
What about the rapid growth? We have a huge rapid growth for Sunset. What is the plan behind that? Why it's growing that fast? What's happening behind the scenes?
Well, that's a good question as well. I mean, everything is about the clear vision and the strong leadership of our leaders. We know where we want to be in the next 10, 20 years. We want to be leaders in the lifestyle hospitality industry worldwide.
Okay.
So for that, we will be in 10, 20 years, we will be in most of the capitals of the world. We will be in all the leisure and lifestyle destinations. But to be there, we need to put together small targets, right? Or realistic targets almost every year. What we do is every 3 years we put together a detailed development strategy. And then we base where we want to be, no? So where is our client? So our client is the focus, no? In a lifestyle company, a hospitality company, the clients are the focus. So everything is around them. Where are they? Where they want to be? What are their travel dynamics? So what are their preferences? So some key factors that we analyze when it comes to new destinations is high connectivity. It's very important for our clients. So we need to find locations, cities that are very, very well connected. We need, for the type of products that we and services that we provide, we need a high purchasing power as well in the city or in the destination. Obviously, a safe business environment.
Of course.
It's very important as well for us.
And people are now educated. They know what they want. They travel a lot, so there's a lot of opportunities.
Exactly. Now everything has changed. I mean, in the last years, and it's changing very, very fast, and we need to keep up. So, for instance, locations that we are actively now looking for new opportunities. If we look at Asia, in Asia we are actively looking at Singapore, Maldives, Thailand, Vietnam, and then other markets such as Australia, Japan, and Korea.
What happened? Why now you're focusing on that area?
Look, opportunities. I mean, we have now presence in Singapore. We have a regional office there. We know that their potential is huge there, and we want to be the leaders in the lifestyle there. So for that, we need now to start establishing the relationships and contacting the investors. So opportunities are huge, and as I said, Maldives are all those destinations, Phuket, Bangkok. The spending power there is very, very... Yeah, the pipeline is full.
Carmen, you mentioned just minutes ago that you are investors as well, and sometimes investors come to you. How does it work?
Okay, I think it's. I mean, that's again always finding as well. The investor is also, as I said, is one of the most challenging parts of finding new opportunities. In the end, it's all about trust, experience, and reputation. We have been in this industry for already 15 years, right? So we have been awarded many times, not only for our food quality, but also the entertainment element, the design, the operation itself. So reputation is there. We have established a very, very strong reputation. The experience is there. Now we have to work on the trust. In Dubai and in some of the destinations where we already have a lot of presence, we also have trust from our investors, but in the new destinations, we have to work on it. So this is about what I was mentioning before. We know how to drive results. We are as well investors, and we know what they need. So it's all about finding the right ones, the ones that trust, that they want to do things different, because Sunset does things different. We think out of the box. So this is one thing that differentiates us from other operators. And in the end, results are there. So now we have a lot of venues and new experiences in new destinations, and we can really show that the results are there. And this is part of the trust. So it's, this is the reason why the investors are coming to us.
Are we being approached a lot more than before by investors?
Of course.
Now it's more than ever, right?
Yeah, much more. And look, we recently signed two beautiful and very, very important projects in Singapore. Well, and Sushi Samba as well, for sure. I'm talking about the two hotels. So the two hotels will make a difference. We are taking over one emblematic building, and the other one will be a very relevant hotel in the city as well. So that will make a difference, for example, in Asia.
Yeah.
That will bring a lot of investors. We are pretty sure about it. We are doing an incredible renovation in one of the hotels. The other one is looking amazing. So yeah, I mean, every new venue is bringing more and more investors. So from hotels to F&B. So
it's going on.
It's yeah.
Carmen, you're based in Dubai, and you have a team in Dubai, but I know that you have also teams in Asia, in Europe. How do you manage the relationships between your team members who are across the countries?
Look. Nowadays, it's easy. I don't know how they did it before. Back in the days, I don't know how they managed to really...
over the phone.
Yeah, exactly. It was over the phone. Right now, with all the technology that we have, it's really easy. And I can be working from everywhere, anywhere in the world that I am connected. So my team is also very well connected. So what we do... Look, it's catch-ups, weekly catch-ups, and then I speak with them almost every day, even by WhatsApp or in a normal call. So it's all about being connected, be approachable from my side. I try to be always available for them, and then my concern is to be sure that they don't feel they are not part of Sunset because they are not in the head office. I mean,
you don't want them to feel left out.
Exactly. And then by that, I try to explain to them all the projects that are happening in other regions, because it's important for the people, the team in Europe, to know what is happening in Singapore, or what is happening in Vietnam, because there might be an investor in Vietnam interested in investing in UK. So it's very important to make sure that we are very much aligned. And for them to feel that they know what is happening. No, they are selling our brand, our group in Europe, so they need to understand what we are doing in Asia. So it's communication, very important for me. And then I try to explain them everything that is happening in Sunset, all the new concepts that we are exploring, but maybe they are not yet live.
Yes.
But they need to know where we want to go as well, and all the new things we are doing. So. And
for them to be away from you, I'm sure because you worry a lot about the outcome of the projects. Sometimes do you micromanage? But how do you manage your team? Yeah,
I think I don't micromanage. Because look, I try to treat my team the way I like to be treated.
Okay.
That's it looks like a normal philosophy, but this is what I try to do. I try to treat them the way I like to be treated, which means their opinion is very important for me. I care about their opinion. In the end, as I said at the beginning, they are guests. They can be a guest of our hotel. So their opinion matters. As much as mine. So that's one. And in terms of if I micromanage them, what I try to do is to leave them their space. As long as they meet the budgets, the targets, I'm totally fine. And then I like them to do things as per their style. No, I mean, it's very difficult.
Each one of us has its own style. Exactly. As long as you meet the expectations, then
I don't expect them to do the same thing I would do, to say the same thing I would say. As long as they understand the message that we want to transmit, I'm totally fine. I try not to micromanage, but you have to ask them.
Well, I'm sure that the way of you manage the team is amazing. We can see the beautiful vibe between you and the team members. Now, to move a little bit away from the professional life, last year you became a mother for the first time, and I know this changed a lot.
Of course.
Tell me about it.
Motherhood changed your life, no, from A to Z. So all the aspects of my life has changed. My work life has also changed because before, all the time I had, it was for work or obviously my hobbies, but I knew that I had 24 hours per day to work even, no? So early mornings also were there for work and late nights were also, if needed, there. Now it's different. Now I have to manage my time in a more efficient way.
Yes.
So I try to. I look. I feel that now I'm more productive because the time I'm working, I feel I'm doing my best to really be more productive and then I try to spend the evenings with my family, which is the moment where they demand me. So yeah, that's a big change, and now understanding that it's not only work and me, it's just
also
time.
the family
I have
and
to
the
allocate time to my kid.
So definitely it disrupted the whole routine that you have. What is your new routine with the baby?
My new routine.
What time do you wake up?
That's the thing. So I have discovered early mornings. So I was not an early morning person at all. So I have discovered the mornings, early mornings. So what I do, I go to bed early as well because I'm exhausted. But I wake up early. So I do during the mornings. There is plenty of things to do. I mean, and I'm trying to do some stuff at home, to answer emails, to do a little bit of work in the very, very early morning. So when I get to the office, I can immediately go into meetings,
Yes.
meeting the team, and being more on those type of tasks. And then in the evening, obviously there are evenings, there are still things to do, but I try to allocate 2 hours to see the family and my kid. So that's my new routine.
That's
Morning.
the new routine. And is it effective?
It is absolutely. I like my new life. Honestly, it's part of
It's
the
part
life.
of the experience
Yeah.
anyway. Carmen, when you joined Sunset, actually, there was no business development, and now there's a huge department. Tell me about how the department evolved.
Yeah, that's true. So during the first year, I think I was alone. And I was thinking how to build up the department. Now we are organized. Sunset has a regional office in Singapore, which is covering Asia. In that office, we have also a person doing business development. Here in the head office, I have a team of 4 people that is on my team, and we are supporting from here and looking at the Middle East region. And then we have the office in
Europe?
Spain. Yeah. In Europe, which is based in Barcelona, and there we have a team of 3 people as well in the business development. So obviously, alone and being in Dubai, you cannot manage 300 projects that we have in our actively studying in our pipeline.
You have 300 in the pipeline.
Yeah, we do. We have.
Okay.
It's really.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's been a learning process because again, I was alone, and having a team is always a challenge. But I had a lot of support from leadership in order to. They put the good thing is that if you need a resource, they will
You can
help you.
easily be very transparent with them and ask for support, and obviously you got it in different areas.
Exactly.
Carmen, where do you see the trends going in hospitality? Like, I don't know, things change, things happen in the world. And how do you see it coming? What is the trend, the coming one in hospitality?
I think the trend is going towards lifestyle. So when we mean this is that the travelers are changing. Now it's not as important when before in a hotel the most important part was the room and almost the bed
Exactly.
right?
And to sleep.
Yeah. In a restaurant, if the food it was good, the fish it was well done or not.
Yeah.
Now it's much more than that. Obviously, those are basics. And they have to be there, but it's much more than that.
Explain to me that. What do you mean by it's more than that now? What do we offer as Sunset Hospitality?
It's look from the booking experience. So it's all around the overall experience. So The design is very important. The service that you provide, the personalization that you provide to a client when they arrive to one of our hotels. So that's what we mean. The entertainment element that we bring into a hotel, that we bring into a restaurant. So all that, it's a combination of factors, and it's not only the basics of the room
Yes.
or the quality of the food and having the food at the right time. No, it's a lot of more
It's more
things.
and beyond.
So that's the new trend, without a doubt. And I believe Sunset has a lot of opportunities then, because we have built our company under this idea. I mean, this is what we are. This is what we do. So that's why we have grown so fast in the last years, and that's why the investors are coming to us, because they understand this is the new trend and this is what the customers they are looking for.
So, and correct me if I'm wrong, the coming trend is Sunset Hospitality Group.
Yeah, exactly. We are the new trend.
We are the new trend. Carmen, what is when we speak about the goals of Sunset Hospitality Group for the future, where do we want to be? Where do we see ourselves in 5 years?
Oof, that's a good one. Look, in terms of numbers, so our target is by the end of 2027 to have 40 hotels.
40 hotels.
40 hotels. And by the same time, to have more than 230 restaurant, beach clubs, nightclubs, so all the F&B, all the 3 divisions, no? So that's a huge growth. We are working on it and entering in new markets. As I said, every time we open a new hotel or every time we open a new restaurant, we have investors interested in open the same in other locations. So
it's like a magnet now.
Yeah, I mean now it's visible, and this is what we are targeting, and not only a number of venues, a number of countries. We are also exploring different concepts and experiences to our customers. So we are exploring the members clubs. We are exploring entertainment centers. We are exploring touristic attraction destinations.
So the 4 divisions might become more than 4 divisions.
Probably, yeah. So yeah, we are always willing to explore whatever is trendy and we believe suit with our brands.
Well, with all this information and these details, I'm 100% sure Sunset Hospitality Group is going beyond what we can imagine, and there's no other way to end this episode but to ask you, Carmen, what does Sunset Hospitality Group mean to you?
Oof.
Don't cry.
No. I was thinking about this question, and look, Sunset to me means opportunities. I would say opportunities for sure, not only to me, I mean, but I think in general, to the team, to the staff, to the investors, to the new destinations. They have to be ready because Sunset is coming. Mm-hmm. So it's opportunities for the industry in general. And then from a more personal point of view, I feel very proud. When I think about Sunset, I feel proud of being here, of being working here. And I think that's beautiful. When you feel you are in the right place, and when they ask you where do you work, I say proudly I work for Sunset Hospitality. So that's what
I remember one time we were having dinner before I even joined Sunset, and I asked you about work, and you told me I became a happier person after I joined Sunset. So I mean, we can tell. And being part of Sunset is really something that brings a lot of pride to the team members, to everyone. And with that, I will end the episode, Carmen. Thank you, Carmen, for this insightful episode. It was full of information. I don't know, we have 300 projects in the pipeline. It's amazing. Good luck with that. Thank you for watching this episode. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Sunset Hospitality Group, and follow us on the Instagram account. And see you in another episode.